Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the Real Bot Bender. Welcome back to part 1 of Train Like a Pro. Today we're going to be discussing one of my favorite aim training map. It's really the only one you're going to need as far as aim training specifically. The rest of them are going to be more about game tweaking and development. But if you're only going to do one map and only had about 20 minutes, maybe 3 days a week to invest, I definitely see the most benefit coming from this map in particular. So thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button. Comment, subscribe, stay involved, stay active. I love all the great conversations we have, and be sure to tune in for even more great content. This should end up turning into, I believe, a 4-part series. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, thank you, and let's get started. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is the AimBotz training map. The number one reason I recommend this map in particular would be specifically for the fact that the bots spawn all the way around you as opposed to one direction. You can change it if you want, but the main advantage of one direction is it also trains rotating to aim at multiple targets, whereas if they were all on one side, you're not really training that as much. So here you can teach hitting that guy, coming over, eventually hitting that guy, coming over, hit that guy, and so on. You have all the weapons you can ever dream of to pick from, so you can practice sighted in, again rotating, or fast rotating. You have op practice. And this even works if you want to stay in the middle and you practice flicking. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is the AimBotz training course. If you look here, you can see you can adjust the range you want to practice at. So a longer range in, I guess would be standard. You can do uneven ground, so that when you have them moving, their heads are going up and down. The only kind of bug with this map is eventually they all end up walking towards you and they stop moving. I generally leave them still. This is my multi-target headshot training. With the AK, you hit him in the head, the conversation's over. I'm going to try to keep the video quick, so I will skip straight to the challenge. You can start with 100. This is good just to kind of give yourself a baseline of are you improving. So it's going to time how fast you can hit 100, well, eliminate 100 bots. You can do up to 500. Honestly, for me, at least my skill set, 100 takes long enough. But if you did this, let's say once a day, 3 days a week, I definitely think within a week you're going to see your score get improved. You're going to have more direct and instant headshots as far as just an ability to manage your screen more appropriately. So it doesn't actually start until you eliminate the first target, which I will do here. Now, if you notice, more often than not, if I miss the initial headshot, I just shifted targets. That's more of a personal decision because I think it's more important to be able to train the motion of the mouse and consistently changing from one target to another. You're not often going to approach a single target. So despite it may hurt my overall score for the challenge, I think it's more beneficial as a training aspect to just more likely train missing and readdressing the target as opposed to just trying to get it done as quick as possible. The same reason I wasn't rushing my headshots. I probably could have gone a little faster maybe. But again, I don't see the benefit of it since I'm more so training just transferring targets and acknowledging and movement, being able to come back around. You can drop the wall, which is beneficial if you have them walking. So now you have moving targets, and they're going to follow you. So as long as you're moving, they'll never get you. But maybe you wanted to practice spray control. And then as long as they don't get to you, I would call that a win. So just being able to a good way to burn off some steam too. They do have an op in the gun set along with the auto, which kind of a bad omen. But it would also be a good one to practice no scopes. If you leave the wall down, they'll still stop at the edge. So yeah, it's just a good overall practice map. They pretty much have every gun. And it's just a good way to be able to record and determine if you're actually seeing improvements, since it does have the time mode. But again, I wouldn't worry so much about your time. It's just ensuring that you're training your target transfer. But yeah, that'll be the end of the video. I try to keep them short, so this will be part 1, which is aimbot training. I'll have a link in the description to the video. But be sure to check in for the next part where we'll cover one of the other maps. I'm not really sure yet, depending on. Be sure to leave a comment, see what you want to see next, and I'll be sure to include that in the next video.